Today we're still going to be talking about decimals, but we're going to kind of mix up all the different strategies that we've used with standard algorithm, and we're going to practice with some word problems. So Aiden here purchased a book for $8.56 at the local bookstore with a $10 bill. It's a $10 bill. The cashier gave him change, $2.56 in change. Aiden told the cashier to check her math. What did the cashier do wrong? So I'm going to solve it the way that I know that should be solved, and then let's look at what she did wrong. So I'm going to draw myself a place value chart. So this time I have $10, so I need to bump over to the tens place. So I'm going to make the tens. I'm going to make the ones. I'm going to make the tenths. And I'm going to make the hundredths. Okay? And over here I'm going to look at what standard algorithm would look like. All right, so I started off with one cube, and that's all I started off with. So I had to make change. So they purchased a book for $8.56. So I have to take away $8.56. So I'm going to change this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flats. So I changed a cube for 10 flats. I traded. Okay, I have to take away $8.56. Well, I don't have anything to take away from 56 cents, so I'm going to trade. Trade one flat for how many tenths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I can take $8 away. I could take 50 cents away, but I can't take any pennies, any hundredths. So I'm going to trade a flat. I'm going to trade a tenth for 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hundredths. So I had to keep trading. So I didn't just have one cube, but I had to split it up. Okay, so now I'm going to take $8.56 away. So let's take 6 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. How many am I left with? 4 here. I'm going to have to take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many am I left with? 2, 3, 4. Over here, I have to take 8 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I am left with 1 here, and I don't have any there. So I'm left with $1.44. This is what they said. So what'd they do to get $2.56? What'd they do? Oh, 56 cents, 56 cents. They just said 56 cents. They didn't do any trading. And look, they tried to get $2. All they did, they subtracted here, but they didn't do any borrowing. So they did not do any borrowing. Did not do any borrowing. That was what their problem was. They just took 0 and they didn't do any subtracting. They just wrote 56. They didn't actually take any away. They didn't do all of this trading and this borrowing. So that's where their mistake was. Okay, so let's go down and look at the next problem. Kenneth drove 995 miles to his grandma's house. His cousin Billy drove 11 1/10 miles to meet him there. How many total miles did the boys drive? So I'm going to make a place value chart. So I have to make tens because my problem goes into the tens place. Make my ones. I'm going to make my tenths. And I'm going to make my hundredths. Okay, so I have to add $9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had to make 9 of those. Now I'm going to show 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I start with 9. I start with 9. I had to add 5 hundredths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Started with 5. Okay. Then his cousin Billy went 11 1/10. So this is worth 10. So I have to make 1 cube. I have to add 1 flat. And I have to add 1/10. There weren't any hundredths. So how many total miles? Okay, let's add this up. This is still 5. I'm over here. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But 10 can't fit in one column, so these 10 are actually going to trade for a 1. So the 1 actually has to come over here. So now I have 9, 10, 11. 11 cannot fit here. I actually have to trade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 flats for 1 more cube. So I have 21 5 hundredths. Okay, I'm going to quickly, let's go back to standard algorithm and let's do both problems using standard algorithm. Okay, so up here, I'm going to rewrite my problem if it was this way. I need something, so I have to keep coming over here, keep coming over here. This becomes a 0, this becomes a 10. But now I have to borrow over here. This becomes a 9. This became a 10. Remember up here I had to keep trading? But my goal is to get some over here to take 6 away from. So this one becomes a 9. This one becomes a 10. I had to keep borrowing. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. 9 minus 8 is 1. So I have $1.44. That's what I kept doing with all the trading. This is what it looks like in standard algorithm. You have practiced borrowing across zeros before. Some of you may remember the pattern of putting the 9s in the place and the 10 over there. Don't let this throw you off. Your assessment next week is going to have a question about those zeros, so don't make a mistake. All right, let's come over and let's do our adding. $9.95, $11, 1 cent. Fill in with zeros. Fill in with zeros. Can't say it enough. Fill in your empty spaces with zeros so you do not make a mistake. This is adding. 5 plus 0 is 5. 9 plus 1 is 10. You put the 0, you carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 more is 11. Carry the 0. Just like over here we were carrying. Plus 1 is 2. So here's, oh, this is not money. This is miles. This is how this matches this one, and that one matches that one.